Hello and welcome to Accessorize Your Life. I am Julia and it is time to shop my stash for another week of wonderful products to use. And I think I just want to go through a variety of products, nothing special here, keeping to my three palettes that are the Thriller, Filler, and Spiller, and then find things to accessorize those three palettes so that I can get through the week no matter what comes up. So if you'd like to see what I shop for, keep watching. I have a trio that worked well for me last week, and I want to just hold them over for this week. It is the Ordinary Foundation and the Ordinary Concealer. The shades I chose were perfect. I had no problems with them at all, and I want to get some more wear out of them. I want to test them a little further. And of course, the Pat McGrath Facial Primer. I found I liked it quite a bit. It stood up to the First Aid Beauty Facial Primer, and I think it was just a little more mattifying than it was, the First Aid Primer was. So I want to see if I really like it, which I think I do. So definitely going to use those things for this week. Okay, we're in the top drawer, and looking right at everything I have, I remembered that I forgot to roll over the e.l.f. eye primer. Yes, this is going to be used this week in addition to those other three items because it worked well for me. I like the way it applies to the eyes, and I like using the concealer brush just to spread it out. So I'm not sure that I need anything from this top drawer to use. I really don't see any. I'm looking to see, as I'm saying that, I'm looking here to see if I want to pull any single. I'm thinking I should pull this Buxom color here, but I'm just not quite sure the name of it. I've had it for a while. I want to see if it's any good. It is a single, and yeah, like I said, I don't know the name of it, but it's like a plummy kind of purple kind of color. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that in my basket because basically it hasn't been used. So let's give it some love. Okay, we're down in drawer number 2, and I want to start off looking for mascara because I decluttered the Pat McGrath. But the thing is, most of these mascaras have been opened and used, and I'm pretty sure most of them are over 6 months. So that means they need to be decluttered. Well, in July, I am going to start decluttering, going drawer by drawer, decluttering things. So I will bring you a video of that. But until I get to that point, I want to find a mascara that I know was recently opened and used, and then ones that I know are older I'm just going to leave here for now. And I'm thinking a good, I know the IT Superheroes are relatively new. The sample size is the newest, and I had a larger one, if I can find it, that was, oh, you know what? I probably decluttered it because at that point I didn't like it. So let's take the Superhero by IT as mascara. And I know I need another e.l.f. mascara, eyelash, and eyebrow concealer, not concealer, gel. So here, I have one here. A new one to open up and use. That's going there. I don't think I need a liner now. I have 2 of those ready to go if I do. And again, some of these things need to be decluttered. And as far as blush, is there anything on my mind here? I don't think so. And here, highlighters. I think I'm good over here. So we're good from this drawer. If I need to, we'll come back. Pulling palettes should be easy, but guys, it can be a challenge. Even though I have my new system where I'm looking for a Thriller, Filler, and Spiller, I'm still like, ooh, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? So I'm thinking, because I haven't used this Wander Beauty palette in a while, and we are approaching summer, I'm thinking the Seascape palette. Nice packaging, and it has some rather pretty colors. Look at that beautiful coastal color. gorgeous there. And let's take a look at this sea foam color. I think that would be gorgeous. And sea salt. Should this be the Thriller palette or what? It's a contender, so I am going to pull it for now and we shall see. I'm thinking if there's another one in here that would make a good Thriller palette. Thinking summer or approaching summer. Let's look at this one here. Did we look at this one last time? The Lorac palette, the Ocean Sunset. Not a Thriller palette. Let's look at the Desert Sunset. Again, not a Thriller palette. Okay, here's one back here. The Majestic. Let's look at this Royal Collection. Ooh, this might make a nice Thriller palette. Especially if I go back up and get a single to kind of brighten or pop some of these colors even more. Yeah, I think this would be nice. So I have two to kind of figure out as to what I want to do there. So let's put these away. Ooh, no, that's kind of fall. So there we are. This should be really easy because what I think I really need from this drawer is a good color corrector, and I think I need a powder. So let's see where that takes us. A color corrector would be further back, if I have any in here any longer. I don't know if they're here or not. Guys, I don't even know where I move my color correctors to. They're not down here, I don't think. Let's see what this is. That's a color corrector, but that is bloody old. This is the NYX Deep. There's the orange. I really used that quite a bit. I can still get some more because I hit pan on 2 of these. I'll see if that's any good. And then I need a powder. A setting powder and something to go under my eyelids. Okay, most of the powders are right in here. What is this from MAC? This was a sample. I know one of these should go in my giveaway bag. And one of them I marked as mine. This one is mine. And this one goes in the giveaway bag. So I'm going to pull that because I don't want to forget that. And you know what? I do have this medium to dark cream contour, but no, it's not a color corrector, so that won't work. And this Tarte is old as the hills. You see what I mean? I need to get in here and do some decluttering. Okay, but I believe this MAC sample is really light. It's in my shade NC50, but I think it's too light. Let you see what it looks like. Can get it open. Yeah. You get a sponge, and then you get the powder. It feels nice. Let's pull that. Let's pull that. But I need something to go all over the face, so I'll go ahead and pull the Becca. That one's mine. Okay, we're done with this drawer because I have already the MAC Fix-It spray, and I think I'm good there. I still have a few new items that I want to pull and add to my stash for this week, and definitely going to pull a contour out of here because I remember getting these for a ridiculous price. I mean, like pennies, and they are a name brand. They're Revlon Flesh. They're the thick skin foundations, and I want to use these as contours. One is in coffee and the other one is in hot cocoa. So I will try out both of those to see which one I like which one is definitely good for a contour. And I have another foundation. This one is by L'Oreal. It is a mineral foundation. It's the True Match, and it is in Cocoa. I think it's C8. So that will be something else I'll give a shot. And I have a blush, and it's from Milani. And this particular blush is number 12, Spice Rose. It almost looks like the Pat McGrath that I pulled last week, the new one I got. And is there anything else that I want to pull out of here? Did I get a highlighter? No, I didn't, but I don't think I want that one. I think I'm going to wait on that. And one other thing, and maybe the last thing, because this is quite a bit. I have the L'Oreal Infallible Paint in Metallic. This is a liquid, or a metallic liquid, so, but it's a pretty color. It's in Galactic Foil. So I need to open this and see if I want to use it. One. And is it close to these shades? I'll be darned if it's not close to this shade, but with a little shimmer to it. And it's in a metallic. Ooh, some shine there. Oh, I like, and that's all I'm pulling from here this week. I think I have plenty. Now we need 2 more palettes, and then we will decide which one will be our thriller, but we definitely need a filler and a spiller. So let's go shopping that. So guys, I've given some thought as to what I want to use as a filler palette and a spiller palette for this week. And I'm thinking Mented, one of their palettes would be a great filler palette. And I don't know if it's going to be the Every Night palette or their Everyday. And I think it's going to be the Everyday palette. I think that's where I'm leaning towards. It is a great neutral palette, and you can't go wrong with the shades that are in this palette. Yeah, very good. So this is going to be my filler. It's a nice neutral. And next to find a spiller. And as you know, the spiller palette can work both ways. It can be something less dramatic as a thriller, you know. It could work as a thriller, but it would be less dramatic. It wouldn't be as intense. But still, it could always work as a filler. And I have something else in mind for that. So I have it, let's see, let's get to that. Let's go up a bit. And it's the Mirage palette. I think it's a great spring, summer color story. And it's pressed pigment. And there's a bunch of colors in there. Now you might say, oh, that's even more vibrant and intense and bold than the other palette you pick, the Wondrous palette. Let's see. You may be right. The thing about the Wondrous palette, those shimmers are really coming at you there. That coastal blue, that seafoam green, and you have a lot of shimmers in this one. Here you have shimmers, but they have, I think the glitter isn't as thick or large particles as this one is, but I may be wrong. This one could also be a filler. It could be a spiller. It has some vibrant colors, yet it has some neutral colors, and then it has some intense colors that would work as a thriller. So that is a contender. Seafoam is a contender. And then the Majestic palette. Let's take a look at it. Now, the more I look at Majestic, the colors don't pop out at you in a glimmering, shimmering way, but they're satins. I think there's some shimmer here. Yeah, there's some shimmer, but it's low-key. It's not going to be as crazy as this blue. But you know what? That's deeper. This is lighter. It looks bright. Let's try it with this other blue that's here. Ooh, now that's more of a satiny blue. Guys, I'm stuck. Definitely stuck. my mind is taking me, I definitely want to use, I think, this palette is more of a spiller. So this is going to be my spiller. The Mented is going to be my filler. And then it leaves me with these two to decide upon for my thriller. Remember, they have to, colors have to be bold and intense. These are definitely bold, but then these look really intense. And then with the lip I chose, got to go back in for a more subtle lip, especially if I choose the Wander palette. So let's go with the Wanders palette, or Wondrous palette. We'll put this one away. So there you have it. I have the Wander Beauty Wondrous Seascape palette for my thriller. I have Mented for my filler. Remember, that's neutral colors. And I have Mirage for my spiller. That's a mixture of both. Alrighty. So now I just need to go back in and find a neutral kind of lippy, and I was thinking of some of the NYX colors because I hardly ever go into those. I need a gloss, and off the top I'm seeing a butter gloss here from NYX. I haven't used these in quite a while. That definitely would need a pencil with it if I chose to use that. I really want to go with this metallic, and that's pretty. It's a matte. I'm just going to pick one more, and I think it's going to be a gloss, and I think I'll be fine. So let's just pick a gloss, a butter gloss. Let's just go with this one. Yeah, let's go with this one. And I think we'll be fine. I'm not going to make it complicated or too complicated. So we've got everything I need, I hope. Already I am starting to set up my tray for the week, and I have to say, guys, I've never had a L'Oreal foundation in a powder form in a container like this. You have your brush attached to the cap, and then your sifters here with the product in it. I think it's going to be a good match for me. I like that it is a powder foundation, and I can almost use that as my powder to set my liquid foundation, which we're going to bring back in the Ordinary for that. So that might work together. And the primer is Pat McGrath's facial primer. So this ought to be pretty cool to use. I don't know if I'm going to use the brush, but we shall see. And I brought in the Becca powder here. It's the, what is it here? It's the Hydra Mist. So set and refresh, so it's a setting powder. So I don't know, this could be the finishing or this could be the setting like it is. And I also pulled that sample of MAC just to give it a try and see what it's like. So I've got like 3 powders going on here, but you gotta use what you have. So I also pulled something that I've never tried before, and it's by Milani. It's their blush, and I have it in Spiced Rose. So I will give it a swatch for you here. I love the design on it. Ooh, look at that. It's more of a coppery color. I was thinking it was a terracotta. Boy, is that pigmented. Yeah, that's going to be pretty. We'll have to see how that works out with whatever else I have pulled. And I pulled a contour palette. It's about gone, but at least I have a couple of tones, a little bit left. I've hit pan greatly in this one and it's in this deeper one because I think I used the contour with that deeper color. But what I'm hoping it gives me is a way to get a peachy color out of here and a orange, just to color correcting is what I'm trying to say, around my mouth and nose. Contours. Now this could actually work as a contour as well, this palette, but I picked these 2 flesh contours, and Ooh, that is deep. That one is in hot cocoa. And we're going to swatch this other Flesh contour, foundation, bronzer, whatever you want it to be. It does all three. And this one is in coffee, so let's see which is deeper on me. Whoa, coffee is real dark. Whoa. I have a feeling I'm going to be going with cocoa. Just saying. Just saying. Can you see that? Whoa. And for the palettes, you know, I went with the Mented as my just everyday. It's going to be my filler because it's neutral. And I went with the Wander Beauty Wondrous Seascape as my thriller. And for my spiller, I am going to use the Color Story palette by Mirage. And it has various colors that can work both ways. And let's see, MAC is going to go back in as my setting spray. And as far as lips go, the rest of the lips, I didn't stick to my plan, which was to pull a bullet and to pull a gloss and a liquid. It seems like I got one gloss, didn't I? No, yeah, I did. I got the NYX Butter Gloss. And let's see what color that's in. May have to list it below. The lighting is not good. Madeline. So I have that. And then I have these other two liquid. And both of these, by the way, are kind of matte. So they will set down and stay longer than either one of these will. So I'm just going to leave them there. I'm going to keep those. And guys, that kind of wraps it up for me. That's everything I pulled for this week's Shop My Stash. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I got through it. I'll see you, I guess, on Tuesday when it's Anything Goes. And then Thursday, I'll be back with my tray, picking products from my Shop My Stash tray here to do a look for you. So it'll be a get ready with me on Thursday from this tray. Thank you for watching. If you have yet to subscribe, I'd like you to consider subscribing, liking, and commenting below. And if you feel like you'd like to share my videos, go right ahead, because everybody needs a little inspiration, and this may encourage others to shop their stash. Mainly use the makeup you have at home, and if you do pick up things, you know, do it sparingly and just to refresh and bring some excitement back to your makeup. See you in the next one. Bye bye.